Hello everyone! I am here, finally. How is everybody today? As y'all may have noticed, we have a new starting soon screen. Hi, Aster! Hello, Zanny! Welcome in! So yes, I have a new starting soon screen. I should move it down. I haven't adjusted everything yet. Wah! Thank you for the 1 month! Meow. New screen looks great. Thank you! The artist is, the artist is Yeet on Twitter. I should have linked that in the description. I'll add the description later. Anyway, today we are playing Where Winter Crows Go. Number 4 month. Thank you, Skittle. I've actually eaten today, so I'm feeling oddly good. Holy crap. Character development from Yuri. So today we are playing Where Winter Crows Go, which is a game that I've had my eye on for a while. So finally I decided that I would look into it because Prikarin, the dev, recently made another game. Or rather, they released the demo to another game called Potion Pleasing, which looks very cute. There's not a lot of info on how long it is for stream though, so I decided that I would play this one instead, because it's another work by them that I also just wanted to give a shot. Also, looking at the game page, there is our protagonist is non-binary, and we interact exclusively with this person on the title screen, which I believe is a man, but I'm not sure. Also, there's a warning that I received when I opened the game that I can't show it because I would have to close the game and open it again, but I will read it out. While the game doesn't have any NSFW content, it is recommended for people who are 17 or older due to having strong language, drug use, general violence, and blood. Player discretion is advised. And let me... So here are the trigger warnings for this game. Strong language, emotional abuse, manipulation and isolation, general violence, depictions of blood, drugging, depictions of death, a shaking screen, and implications of our protagonist being burned out, overworked, and harassed at their job. So I thought I would give all of those warnings first, just in case anybody needs to hear them. But anyway, now we begin. Where Winter Crows Go. I'm gonna try and play the whole thing this stream. This sounds fun, right? Hey there, Snowflake. Before we begin the story, I'd like to ask you a couple questions. Would you like to play as Aspen, the canon protagonist, or would you rather self-insert? If you choose to play as Aspen, the pronouns will be set to they, them, and their sprite will be shown next to the text box whenever they're talking or thinking. Which option do you prefer? I'll play as Aspen. You have chosen to play as Aspen. Can't wait to meet you, Aspen. I know that Aspen is not a self-insert, but I will probably end up giving them a more natural speaking tone for me. Thank you for introducing me to so many unique games. I have a big love for indie RPG Maker and visual novels, so they're a cutie, for real. At least the name wasn't Sock! Non-binary people after naming themselves like dirt. Which, by the way, this isn't like a jab at y'all. I love y'all so much. Please keep it up. The road is quiet. No real sound can be heard except for the humming of my four-wheeled companion. No sign from any other cars in ours, not even a motorbike. The frosty air is so prominent I can feel it pierce through the window's glass. Bless whoever invented car heaters. Ugh. I don't know why I suddenly grabbed my backpack for a 1-week trip to Frost Peak Town. Frost Peak? I mean, I know it's supposedly famous for skiing or whatever, but it's literally in the middle of nowhere. What am I, a teenager hungry for a thrill? Who am I kidding? I know exactly why I'm doing this. Hi, welcome in. Fuck my work, fuck my boss, fuck society. We're off to an amazing start. They could burn each other for all I care. I'm not usually this impulsive. But winter sports might be just what I need to take my mind off things. And no one's going to take me away from my well-earned break. No one. So real. What the? In the middle of my venting session, a crow flies right in front of the windshield. What game is this? This is a game called Where Winter Crows Go. Although I nearly lose control, I managed to get a firm hold of the steering wheel. Damn bird, is it suicidal or what? It nearly killed me! Whatever, I'll just... Uh-huh. The car seems weirdly off balance all of a sudden. Really? Now? Here? Shit. Shit! God damn, Herbie, you're looking a little flat over there. And your parent is so irresponsible that they forgot to bring your spare tire. I take my phone from my pants pocket. No reception. Of course. No one is going to take away your well-earned break, huh, Aspen? Oh, stupid crow just fucking did. I kick the snow. Ugh. As much as complaining feels good to get your frustrations out of your chest, it's not going to solve anything. Time to explore the wondrous world of Winter Wonderland. Oh man, we're off to an amazing start. Right. Now, where would I go if my car had a problem? A gas station! Yeah, if only. There's literally nothing here. Nothing but snow and big-ass trees. Frost Peak Town should be somewhere around this area, though. I just need to keep walking. At least the view is pretty. Until Dawn, if it was indie. I haven't played Until Dawn. Oh man, we got the lo-fi. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, the trees changed. I guess that's some progress. The others were pines, right? Not sure about these ones, though. Still, how come I haven't seen a single person or animal throughout my entire hike? Don't bears usually live here? Not that I want to meet one. Hope I don't find one of their dens while they're hibernating. Surprised I didn't see any deer either, considering there was a sign and all. Samir, is it getting colder? Guess I'll keep walking. Okay, nah, it's definitely colder now. My hands feel like ice cubes, and of course, I had to forget my fucking gloves. Putting them in my pockets does nothing either. The art is really pretty, I really like it. Sure enough, the freezing weather brings out the first snowflakes of the day. They fall slowly yet relentlessly, and I can't resist the urge to catch a few with my tongue. I wish I tasted like something. Usually I don't mind snow. It's undeniable that the tiny ice crystals are very pretty. Especially when it's sunny, it's as if everything is glistening. Ugh. Not to mention, snow has a strange way of making you feel nostalgic, even if you've never seen it before. Yep, I definitely don't mind it. You could even say I like it. When I know I'm not at risk of getting hypothermia, that is. What's next, a snowstorm? Honey. What did you think was gonna happen? Great. Is that a log cabin? Maybe whoever lives there can help me. Or not. I'm having such bad luck today that I wouldn't be surprised if it was abandoned. I bet it can protect me from the storm, though. I hope. I have to get the foot out of your mouth. Never mind, I don't want to be alone in the cold. Let me see another human being. Hello? Is anyone in there? Please, I need help. No answer. Maybe they didn't hear me? My car got a flat tire and I have nowhere to go. Can you help me? Please! My hands are numb and have turned a deep shade of purple. My body's shivering so violently I can barely stand. Oh, fucking hell, it's so cold! The front door starts unlocking. Day one! Oh, jeez. How long are we gonna be here? I wake up in an unfamiliar room. Where am I? Is this inside the log cabin? I must have passed out. What time is it? Did I sleep the whole night? Out of habit, I touched my pants pocket to take out my phone. What the? Only to find I'm wearing an entirely new outfit. Huh. I guess whoever helped me out must have changed my clothes. That's very generous of them. They even bandaged my hands. I should go find them. Whoa, this cabin's bigger than it looks. How many rooms does it even have? That's a red flag, though. It kinda is. The door at the far back must be the entrance. I hear a bit of noise from the room on the right. Is that where the person who helped me is? But then again, I don't know who they are. But if it's someone dangerous... I'm glad we're finally getting a brain. Oh, not like I have the keys anyway. I should meet them before drawing any conclusions. Also, they did help me, so they can't be that bad. Famous last words. Horror game main characters must be rubbing off on me. Man, this is a nice cabin. That's a whole fridge. Where are they getting the electricity? In this type of snow. When I enter the room, I find myself in a small yet cozy kitchen. And then I see him. A green-haired man who appears to be of average stature, wearing a lab coat and washing the dishes. That's kind of anticlimactic. I mean, I don't know, we just kind of barged into this person's house. Like, they could be doing whatever they want in here. Also, I really love this style. I love the noise. Huh? Oh my god, you have a voice. Shit, I said that out loud. And now he's staring at me. Ah! Abort mission. Maybe if I'm quick enough, I can escape through the window. Oh, hey, you woke up! The man either chooses to ignore my slip-up or doesn't really care. After removing his cleaning gloves, he takes a few steps my way and stops in front of me. I was actually about to check up on you after cleaning up. How do you feel? How many endings does this game have? I actually didn't check. 3 endings. I'm okay. I'm okay, all things considered. I think. That's good enough in my book. It was quite a close call, wasn't it? You could say that again. Thank you for helping me. Of course. By the way, I'm sorry about changing your clothes without permission. It was kind of an emergency since you were... Oh, yeah, don't worry about it. I mean, you did what you had to in that kind of situation. If anything, I'm actually really grateful, because otherwise I probably would have gotten hypothermia. I bet this dude is a cannibal! Hear me out! Y'all are crazy. Or worse. Much worse. The man gives a sigh of relief. Thank goodness! I can't believe he was worried about what I was gonna think when his actions literally saved my life. He's kinda cute, not gonna lie. If you don't mind my asking, can you tell me what happened? How'd you get caught in the snowstorm? I wonder who this voice actor is. It kinda sounds like it's, Adox. We know your tastes, Aster. Despite everything, I am like... I mean, I like cannibalism, but I'm not like ride or die for it. Male wife core. For real. What can I say? A stupid crow scared the hell out of me while I was driving, and my car got a flat tire as a result. I see. That's quite unfortunate. Did I say something weird? Anyway. I thought I'd ask for help, but you're literally the first person I've seen in this whole area. Which reminds me, I don't think we've introduced ourselves yet, right? True. He was the crow calling it now. Honestly? Wait, yeah! He literally has like a little feather here. Okay, so he's the crow. True. Does he need to pee or something? Why is he suddenly so nervous? No, I'm getting nervous. I better get introductions out of the way. I'm Aspen. Oh, what a pretty name. What's wrong with him?
I'm Crow.
Seriously? He had the same reaction! I love you, Aspen. Just like me, for real. No wonder you made a weird face. But don't worry, I only met the animal. Besides, I doubt anyone who has a job that requires wearing a lab coat is actually stupid. Mostly, anyway. Not that he needs to know that. I know. I just wasn't expecting to hear my name in quite that manner. Aspen? Aster? Coincidence? I bet. In any case, it's nice to meet you, Crow. The pleasure's all mine. This guy's so nice. Oh my. I could ask him if he knows how far I am from Frostpeak Town. Wouldn't be good to overstay my welcome after all. Can I ask you so— Ah! Where are my manners? I still haven't offered you anything to drink. Oh, it's okay. I don't want to impose. Nonsense. I finally have a guest. Finally. I'll go ahead and prepare some chaga. Chaga tea. It's very good for the cold weather. Thank you. I have no idea what chaga is, but he seems to know what he's talking about, so... Would you like something to eat as well? Don't be shy now. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Holy shit, it's been a whole night?
Excellent.
So we'll take all of the top options, because I'm seeing a pattern so far. Because it's like the top option is like, yes. It's like a polite no. And then this is like the rude no.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for this. I appreciate it. My pleasure. It's been a while since I last cooked for someone, so I'm excited to know what you think. Aw, that's really sweet of him. Can't wait. By the way, is there anything you can eat? I'm vegetarian. Oh, I'm a vegetarian.
Alrighty.
Why don't you wait for me in the living room? It's right next to the kitchen. The living room, huh? I guess with how many doors the hallway has, it makes sense. Still, the cabin didn't seem that big from the outside. Weird. Yeah, gotcha. This guy seems like a fictional man repressed lesbians would flock to when Compet still has a chokehold on them! Oh my god. You're kind of right though, because like, Crow's kind of like a feminine guy. Like wow. Crow sure has a lot of books. This is a stacked house. Like, this is like a really great place. Maybe he's some kind of scientist. He looks the part at least. What is Compet? Compet is the idea that, like, you know how when you're young, a lot of the time the quote-unquote default is to be straight. So a lot of people grow up assuming that they're straight, and people who are like actually end up being lesbians or end up being gay will like flock to people that they're not really attracted to, but they like these people have elements of people who are like actually attractive to them. For example, like Crow is quite feminine, so lesbians who still think that they're straight might think, oh, he looks cool. Like I would be with someone like him. But in the end, they just... A lot of people suffering from Compet often like end up liking fictional characters or like celebrities more than like actual people, because you can't actually get with a fictional character or celebrity. So whenever it comes to like actual people that they can, you know, get together with, they start getting a little more like... how do I say? Like they start getting a little bit more nervous, I guess? Maybe he's some kind of scientist. He looks the part at least. It's pretty cozy too. Kinda surreal knowing how cold it is outside. After awkwardly wandering about the room for a couple minutes, I decide to sit on one of the couches. Minutes! Oh my gosh! I lift my butt and throw myself on the seat cushion a few more times for good measure. So real. So comfy! I wonder if it's tailor-made. The couches sold in Silvering City definitely aren't as comfortable as this one. Oh, the ones in Golden Willow in any case. The carpet looks really inviting. Should I take off my boots to feel the fiber texture under my feet? Yes. How many saves do I... 9? Holy. Oh, we get autosaves. Yes, do it. Here goes! It's so soft. I'd love to have one of these at home. Having fun? Crow smirks at me while holding a tray with a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry. Don't worry, I'm not mad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It makes me happy that you feel right at home. Alright. These two, like, only know each other's names. They don't know anything else about each other. Why are they, like, flirting? Wow, how many pancakes is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10! Wow, pancakes! I quickly pick up my fork to give them a taste. Mmm. The fluffy texture of the pancakes combined with the juiciness of the berries and the floral and sweet taste of the honey sends me right to heaven. Several compliments slip out of my mouth before I even finish swallowing. I can't help it, they're freaking amazing! Looks like someone was hungry. It's embarrassing. What am I, a kid? Sorry about that, got a bit too excited. Nothing to be sorry about, I'm happy you like them so much. They were fantastic. I never had honey this good. What type of honey is it? Hi, welcome in, Slinky. This is spring wildflower honey. Isn't it wonderful? How the flavor and color can change so much depending on the time of year it's harvested. Definitely. It also depends on the flowers the bees collect the nectar from. That's so cool. I'd love to try other types of honey. Don't forget the chaga tea, though. It'll warm you right up. I take the mug of chaga tea and rest my cheek on the ceramic. It's warm and has an earthy aroma. I've never had chaga tea before, but it doesn't smell like anything I've ever tasted. What herb or fruit does it come from? Curious, aren't we? Chaga is a type of mushroom that grows on the bark of birch trees. It's a little hard to find, and you need to be careful not to confuse it with dead chaga, but it's worth a search since it's very good for you. Wow, that's kind of cool.
Right? Nature is amazing.
It sure is. When it's not trying to kill you, that is. But I don't want to dampen the mood. He looks happy. I distract myself by taking a sip of the tea, but almost choke at the unexpected taste. So bitter! I forgot to mention that.
Here, have some sugar, Snowflake.
Why is he calling us Snowflake? Hello? You know our name. We have a name. We're getting pet names already? That's crazy. Happy Pride Month. I don't care if it's July. Snowflake? Not the pet names. For real! We're fruity right off the bat. Insane. Anyway, give him a nickname too. What is wrong with them? Oh my god! Thanks, Jewel. No problem. Happy Pride! I guess he wasn't expecting that. Ko doesn't seem to mind though. He even looks happy. Cute. They just met! I add 2 teaspoons of sugar and stir. Happy Pride. I love y'all so much. Better? A lot, thank you. Maybe the bitter taste will grow on you with time. Who knows? I wonder if the natural food store near home sells chaga tea. Which reminds me, are you a nature scientist, Crow? Curious about me, aren't we? Maybe. I like your honesty.
Something like that. I prefer to call myself an environmental researcher.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you have anything you specialize in?
Well, nature is pretty vast, so I study a bit of everything. Plants, animals, ecosystems. But right now, I'm researching partial migration in certain animals.
Partial? Your face tells me you have more questions. You got me. I'm gonna turn the game up. There's more voice acting than I thought there would be. Because the game was advertised as having partial voice acting. But I assumed that that would just be like, you know, little oh, stuff like that, you know? You got me. Partial migration is just like the name suggests. It's a phenomenon where only some individuals of a certain species move from one region to another, while the rest stay put. I see. Kind of like when some birds migrate because of winter. Yes, exactly. Why does he sound trans-mass? This is getting better by the second. He does! I love it! For some reason, the animals who don't migrate during winter tend to be the same as the ones who don't migrate the following year and so forth. That's intriguing. Isn't it? It really makes you want to know why. Perhaps it's a bit ironic, but I'm actually focusing on crows right now. Well, what can I say? It fits you to a T. I'd better do the research justice then. That makes me wonder, was the crow I saw on the road a partial migrator or not? But enough about me. Why don't you tell me more about yourself? I'm gonna turn the music up. Promise you're not gonna laugh?
Cross my heart and hope to die.
Okay. To be honest, I needed a break. My job back home is really stressful, to say the least. I don't know when the last time I took a vacation was. A real vacation. Not just a day off, you know? I start to fidget with my fingers. Work's always like, this is urgent, or I need you to be online, or Jerry screwed up again and now we've got to do overtime. Every day, at every hour, everywhere, it's pure chaos. I bend forward. There's just no escape. And bury my head in my hands. I feel so stuck all the time. Like there's no point in anything. Like I'm living to work and not working to live. Like I want to disappear for an indefinite amount of time and not think about anything. Which is pretty much what I did. Well, partially anyway, because I only took 1 week off. God, what am I saying to a stranger? Sorry. Got a bit overwhelmed for a second. It's alright, Snowflake. I think it's good that you're letting it all out. It's being so sweet, I almost want to cry, but I feel embarrassed about being so vulnerable with a person I barely know. Call me weird for thinking this, but it feels so right to talk to him. Y'all are so insane. It feels like I'm really being listened to for the first time. Like he actually cares, even when he doesn't know me.
I'm not sure why you thought I was going to laugh, though. What I see is a very hard-working person who's clearly not being appreciated and needs to relax.
God! Alright, I'm gonna turn the game up some more. I want Crow's voice to match mine, in terms of audio levels. And probably be a little pampered, too. Insane thing to say. I think you were right in taking a week off. In fact, you should have probably asked for more. Thank you. Though I'm sure Crow noticed my voice breaking, he chooses not to say anything. Probably out of kindness. Why don't you tell me more about this vacation of yours? Where were you planning to go? Oh, right. Well, I actually wanted to ask you about it before. Is Frostpeak Town too far away from here?
Huh?
Did you say Frostpeak Town? Yeah. I was looking for places to visit that were good for relieving stress. Not beaches, mind you. Something to actually let my frustrations out. So I kept searching and found a bunch of articles saying how skiing was really good for all that. Then, let's just say I chose the place that was furthest away from home to feel like I was genuinely going on a trip. Bit of a thrill seeker, aren't we? I mean, not really. But I guess I needed a bit of excitement to take my mind off things.
Is that so? How curious.
Honey, you've got a storm coming. That smile should be illegal. By the way, to answer your last question, Frostpeak Town is around this area. Really? Yes. I sense a but coming. but it's a few hours away by car, unfortunately. I would not call that close! Oh. There is a bus that takes you there, though, and the bus stop isn't far from here. And then again, the snowstorm yesterday did quite a number on the roads, so it'll probably take a while until all the snow is removed. They'll most likely have to repair the damage, too. Fucking hell. You know how much time it'll take until the buses resume their usual route? About a week, I'm assuming? A week?! Shit. There goes my vacation. I guess I'll have to stay in this area then. What about hotels? Are there any around here, Crow? Hotels? I don't think so. Not many people come visit this area. They don't? Not during winter, anyhow. What does that mean? Unlike Frost Peak, this village doesn't have any real attractions, per se. Not to mention, only about 11 people live here. Farmers and people with summer vacation houses, to be more precise. Well, and me. Wait, this is a rural area. More so in the other seasons. It's mostly deserted during winter since this village is not well suited to shelter cattle in such harsh weather conditions. It's most likely the reason why this village is called Winter Hollow. Winter Hollow. Sounds kinda cool, but also a bit ominous.
A bit similar to partial migration, don't you think?
Now that he mentions it, that must also be why I saw no one on the way here. I'm pretty sure Frost Peak has a hotel in its town, but what am I supposed to do then? We don't say anything for a while. This is probably the unluckiest break I've had in a long time. Getting a flat and having no replacement for it, forgetting my gloves when going to such a cold place, getting caught in a snowstorm in a village that's pretty much deserted save for one person. I cursed or something? I can't luck be on my side for once. Burnout is the fucking worst. I can't even take a vacation properly. Crowley's the first one to break the silence.
Why don't you stay here for a few days?
Did I hear him right? Why do you look so surprised? Considering there aren't many alternatives, I think it's a good idea, don't you think? What do you mean I'm not sure? Really? I'd love to! That's great! Maybe this is a bit silly, but to be honest, I've always wanted to spend a vacation in a log cabin. 'Cause, I mean, just look at them! At yours! They're so freaking cool! But don't worry, I'll definitely... Damn it, I did it again. Sorry about that. I got way too enthusiastic over there. Don't be sorry. It makes me overjoyed that you like my cabin and want to stay. His enthusiasm is so infectious, I find myself jumping for joy as well. Seems I have a roommate now. Or cabin mate, rather. Thank you, Crow. I mean it.
We're going to have so much fun you'll never want to leave.
Oh dear. Stop teasing me like that or I might just believe you. I'll go wash the dishes. No, you don't have to. I flashed my palm at him before he finishes the sentence. Nope, you're already letting me stay in your home for a whole week. Least I can do is help you with the dishes and a few other things. Alright. Good, I'll be right back. I arranged the dirty mugs, plates, and teapot on the tray, and head back to the kitchen. That's not ominous or anything.
I wasn't joking before, Snowflake.
Oh, good lord. Day 2! Oh man. It's gonna get crazy here soon. I haven't seen Soul Eater. After waking up from one of the best night's sleeps I've ever had, I make sure to clean myself up in the bathroom. New boyfriend ASMR just dropped! Ugh, thank God Crow has so many spare toothbrushes. Why does he have spare toothbrushes? I guess it makes sense that you need to supply yourself with a whole bunch of stuff if you live in the woods. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Can't really make a quick trip to the grocery store, can you? You haven't seen Soul Eater. I have not. I've been meaning to watch it. One of my best friends is really into Soul Eater, so I've been meaning to watch it for like a couple of years now, but I probably will. Why is everyone so surprised? Fine, babes, I'll watch Soul Eater. Though recently, this is completely different, but I watched season 1 of Bridgerton yesterday. I was taking a break mostly because my moss needed a break after the You're Gonna Die streams, and sorry I brought it up. It's okay. But I watched the entirety of season 1 of Bridgerton yesterday because I was like taking a break, giving the moms a break, just in general. I was doing a lot and I needed a break. I finished it with my friend. Oh my god, trashy, terrible. After I'm a Pride and Prejudice girly. Like I love Pride and Prejudice. And so this happened and it's so like you could tell that it was made in modern times because there's like I don't know. It just I didn't enjoy it as much as Pride and Prejudice, but like seeing them because like visually they look so similar. I haven't seen either Bridgerton or Pride and Prejudice. Watch the 6-hour BBC Pride and Prejudice. It's really good. The movie's fine. Watch the 6-hour BBC one though. It's better. I didn't see a car outside the cabin though, so maybe he gets everything delivered. The farmers probably sell him some stuff too. Who knows. Once I'm presentable enough, I make my way out to the kitchen. I should get back on topic. I'll watch Soul Eater. What's it about? It's a romance. But it was Pride and Prejudice was actually like written to be like at the time. Like it was written, oh geez, I don't know what year it was written. But like a bunch like there's a lot of like misogynistic stuff that was just like ingrained into European society. I mean it still is, but like it was so ingrained that nobody even like thought anything of it. And Pride and Prejudice takes place in like I want to say sometime around the 1800s, and so there's like all of the formalities and all of the rules are just like part of it. Whereas in Bridgerton, they're like, oh, you can do this because you're a man and I can't do it because I'm a woman. And it's like, we get that. Like, here's the thing, right? This is going to sound bad. I don't want to come off the wrong way. But the thing about like making it historically accurate, these things don't just like these things aren't like said. It's like saying that the sky is blue. Everybody knows that. So you don't need to like bring it up. And it's like, oh yeah, by the way, the sky is blue. Like we know. Whereas all the time in Bridgerton, like it feels very modern. Oh my god, and also, oh my god, the music! The music pissed me off so bad. Because there would be like, they'd be going to like these 1800s balls. Like, I'm so serious, the first season of Bridgerton takes place in 1812. And in one of the balls, they're playing a rendition of Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. And I was like, what is this? Why? Oh man, there's nothing like immersion when the main couple falls in love to the tune of Wildest Dream by Taylor Swift. Like, are you kidding me? That really pissed me off. But anyway, my biggest gripe with Bridgerton is that it felt too modern for like supposedly being a period piece. That's my biggest gripe with it. And also it's crazy trashy. Like there's so much like, you know. But anyway, moving on. I'm greeted with the smell of rice cooking on a stove, and the sound of Crow's masterful skill of cutting veggies at a ridiculous speed. Better not call out to him just yet, or he might cut himself by accident. The moment I move to head to another room, though, Crow notices me and stops dead in his tracks. Oh! He leaves the knife on the counter and approaches me. Good morning, Aspen. I was about to go wake you up. Morning. Somehow, this feels a little like deja vu. Feels a little like deja vu, don't you think? We spoke to each other like this yesterday, too. Actually, I was thinking the same thing. Perhaps this will be something of a daily ritual for us? Lunch will be ready in a little bit, by the way. Wait, lunch? I know I went to sleep earlier than usual, but still, did the bath relax me that much? Jeez, I slept like a log. Maybe it's the effect of the... Oh my god, please don't say it. Log cabin? That was terrible. I'm so sorry, chat. I don't get it. Oh, I slept like a log because of the log cabin. That's so stupid. Oh, you laughed, didn't you? This cheeky buster. Yeah, whatever. But honestly speaking, you were under a lot of stress yesterday. It's no wonder you slept so much. If anything, isn't it a good thing? I imagine your job doesn't let you rest very well. You're not wrong there. Anyway, do you need help with the food?
Don't worry about it.
It's almost done. But you can help me by setting the table in the living room if you want. Sure, I'll go ahead and do that then.
Thank you.
One set table later, I wait for Crow by sitting on the two-seated couch. But not for long. The neatly arranged bookshelves in the corner of the room catch my eye once again. All of them are hardcovers. All of them have spines with no titles. Books that look a bit worn out and faded, but not to the point where you can say they're old. Just that they were read several times. Not gonna lie, I'm really curious about his collection. What does Crow like to read? His voice is hot as hell. I like his voice, yeah. Before I change my mind and chicken out, I grab a reddish book from one of the shelves. It's the only one with a vibrant color. Yeah, I saw it the second he said red. Or they said red, rather. Let's see. Winter ecology, living in the cold. Oh, that's fitting, alright. We have all heard about ecology at least once. How it studies the interrelationships between living things and their environment. How it strives to explain the behavior of assorted species around the world. It is vast. It is ever-changing. But how much does it truly change in the realm of winter? Recent discoveries have shown the incredible strategies that living things have implemented in order to pull through the cold climates. This in turn reinforces the fact that we are all connected. All connected. It begs the question, how much is truly necessary to survive? The sound of Crow's footsteps distract me from going any further. I'm gonna come clean. I know he said I should feel at home, but for some reason it kind of feels like I invaded his privacy. Thanks for waiting, Snowflake. I fidget with my hands. What's wrong? I'm sorry, Crow. I looked at one of your books without permission.
Don't worry about it.
Feel free to read any books you like. Most of them are research-oriented, though, so I'm not sure if you'll be Wait. Huh? Out of curiosity, which one did you pick? That one? I point to the only red hardcover on the shelves. None of the others were red, so it made me curious. Are you okay? Just Andy! Was I not supposed to read it? No, you're fine. It's not that. It's really not that, honest. Just... Cute! That research book happens to be written by yours truly. Oh. Oh. It's still a work in progress, though. I'll keep working on it this week. That's really cool, Crow. I hope it goes well.
Thank you.
I can't help but wonder, though. Is the writing from research books normally that intense? Maybe he's just passionate about his work. I just realized, like, this is a very late realization for someone whose name is literally from Witch's Heart, but he looks like Ash Bradley. He has the green hair and the braid. Yeah! Same braid style! Oh my god. Clown to clown communication. Clown to clown conversation. Oh my god! You're so assertive and dateable, guys. It's so over. This is why we need to stream it. Please! Oh my god. It's next on the list, I think. I need to ask Bookman about it. I think we were talking about streaming Ace Attorney. Which, I want to stream Ace Attorney. I'm not sure which one, though. By the way, if you're interested, I can show you some of my favorites later. Many of these books have taught me a lot of what I know today. There have been some especially brilliant scientists throughout history. Sure, that'd be nice. I have to ask, though, how can you tell all of these apart? There's nothing written on their spines or even their front. Oh, each book has a number and a symbol assigned to it depending on the topic. I like to keep them organized in this manner since the textless hardcovers look more aesthetic and neat. Oh, you're certainly dedicated, that's for sure. Stop, I love Ace Attorney so much. Y'all, Ace Attorney has had me in a chokehold for like 5 years. I love Ace Attorney so much. I am the great Ace Attorney's... No, I'm not the great Ace Attorney's biggest fan, but I'm insane for the great Ace Attorney. I love it so much. I hope y'all know, when Ace Attorney Investigations come out, I am like taking Mugman, like I'm grabbing them by their brain. I meant to say braid, but brain works too. And we are playing Investigations. Well, you're certainly dedicated, that's for sure. Never thought of it that way, but I guess you have a point. I doubt I do it with my own bookshelves, though. Too annoying to keep track of what's what. Well, let's see, shall we? She's playing this, oh my god! Yes, I'm playing, Where Winter Crows Go. I've had my eye on it for a while. Crow places our lunch on top of the placemats that I previously set on the wooden table. Ace Attorney is the motive I became a lawyer. Holy crap, that's cool as hell! Yo, good shit! Don't mind if I do. This looks delicious. I love curry rice. Hell yeah, curry rice. You do? I'm glad. I'll be sure to remember that. Wasting no more time, and before I end up salivating all over my clothes, I wolf down the meal with gusto. Every flavor is so rich. The sauteed veggies, the savory and spicy curry that combines with the fluffiness of the rice. It's impossible to keep the smile off my face. I love food. Me too, honestly. That was delicious. Happy success, then. Hell yeah! Once we finish eating, Crow starts piling up the dishes as if it was the most natural thing in the world. Wait, Crow. Huh? Don't you remember what I said yesterday? I'll take care of that. But... Crow looks to the side, but he still doesn't let go of the dishes. Alright, time for plan B. Look, we don't have to wash them right away. Can't we talk a little more? Oh, definitely! With this, he finally sits back down on the sofa. I just realized he has a fang. Cute! And he told me I should relax. Could he not see the irony? What would you like to talk about? Well, I feel like we talked a lot about me yesterday. I'm interested in knowing more about this place. Do you have a TV? Maybe the news could tell me some info about the weather and such. Crow fidgets with his hands. I'm sorry, Snowflake. I don't really watch TV anymore, so I didn't bother to bring one when I moved here. Though I admit watching Ned Talks and Nature Planet. It's okay, honestly. I'm pretty much the same in that regard. I mean, who even watches TV anymore other than Netflix and streaming services? I don't even watch Netflix, bro. I have some tea. Still, never hurts to ask, am I right? That's true. Also, you moved here. Did you have me fooled all along and are actually a city boy? Well, I'm in my 30s, so hardly a boy. And frankly, I don't know much about the city either. I moved from another village that's west of Winter Hollow. Oh, don't tell me Frost Peak Town. Frost Peak is a beautiful place to live, but no, I moved from a village called Veritas Falls, even farther to the west. Aster, try not to have tea challenge impossible. I cannot. He's even close to Ash's age. Oh, don't talk to me. Ugh. And he's like studying to be like a scientist. That's insane. What the fuck? That's a pretty name. What kind of place is it? Crow breaks eye contact and sighs. I live. No, it's not just you. It died for a second for me too. Am I back online? Can you all hear me? Stream crashed? Do I live? Do I live? Okay, good. Alright. His fucking face! Or there! I'm sorry. You're back, lady. I sure am. You're definitely not a city boy. Some things have difficult names, alright? You live! Is that on your face? Yeah, it's the heh. Heh! I'm willing to bet nature has names that are even more complicated. Huh? You think so? Of course the nature nerd would say that. Anyway, don't worry about it. Back to the topic. Wi-Fi is wireless connection to the internet. It's very convenient, but I guess it's not really necessary if you only have one device. You don't have internet either, right? I'm sorry. I do know what it is, though. It's just not really for me. I'm not very good with that kind of technology. The most I'm willing to do is have an electric generator. Hey, it's okay. Sure, internet is convenient, but I think it's really admirable that you're very hands-on with your research. If anything, I wish I could be less addicted to social media and otaku culture. Ugh. Right? There are just so many things you have to see for yourself. And reading things from the internet doesn't hit quite the same as feeling the texture of paper in your hands. Well, I've always loved the smell of books. Me too. Before we know it, it's already evening, and we spent most of the day talking about various topics. I have to say that I'm getting more and more interested in Crow's research. Do you think I could help you with it? Like, when you go outside and observe nature or forage for stuff. You'd like to accompany me? Are you kidding? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Sure, lots of people go skiing, but not everyone can say they've been studying winter ecology with a bona fide specialist. Well, I certainly wouldn't mind. It'd be nice to finally have some company. And there are things books can't teach. You have to see them for yourself. But we'll have to go tomorrow morning. Winter days are much shorter after all. The sky's already turning dark. Yeah, that's totally fine. I wouldn't want to be alone in the dark either way, especially given how I got caught in a snowstorm nearly 2 days ago. It's getting a bit chilly. Should we make some tea? Yeah, but let me wash the dishes first. Did they just sit and talk in there for like 6 hours? Good lord. With Crow right by my side, I pick up the plates and take them to the sink. It still makes me a bit queasy making you wash the dishes. You're a guest. Oh, come on, it's no big deal. Have you never divided household chores with anyone? Not really. I've managed on my own for most of my life. Huh? I know his experience is probably not the same as mine. I know it, and yet I can't help but feel like I can relate. Do you ever feel lonely? Lonely? Lonely, huh?
Not anymore.
I quickly bend down to grab the broken pieces. But unintentionally cut the palm of my hand in my haste. That escalated so fast. Shit, and it's just gotten healed from the frostbite too. Aspen! Sorry, Crow, I broke your...
I don't care about the stupid plate!
Instead of waiting for an answer, Crow grabs my wrist and puts my hand under the faucet. Fuck, it's still bleeding! Does he not know how to treat a wound? With vigor and precision, he lathers up my hands with a green herbal soap until there are no signs of red. This seems to calm him down a little since he's no longer grating his teeth. But he doesn't let go of my hand. Crow, I think I'm alright now. You can let go.
No, not yet.
I don't dare interrupt him again, so I stare at him while he gets hold of a first aid kit and takes out a small round container. Hold on. There we go. Don't worry, it won't sting. He opens the lid, draws a finger in the creamy ointment, and rubs it over my wound. It has a minty fragrance. First time watching live. Welcome in! Finally, he covers it with gauze. Honestly, be more careful, won't you? It wasn't that big a deal. I mean, yeah, I'll be more careful. That's a good bean. Jeez. I don't think I should tell him I got hurt because he caught me off guard in the first place. Thanks, Crow. We were about to have some tea, yeah? I'll make us some tea. Alright. Great. Anything to get me out of this awkward conversation.
Nothing will come between us.
Nothing. No person, no animal. Not even a pesky wound.
I'll make sure of it.
Okay. Just processing. Is he a yandere? He might be. That spell makes me feel things. Look how you're so normal. Sus. It's not like he's literally the only one here. Like, this is just the BL version of It Gets So Lonely here. Come on. For the 100th time in a row, I look at the upper left corner of the screen. Nothing. I met with the same no service text, almost like it's mocking me. Really, the only thing I could confirm by charging my phone is the time. I already know I'm pretty much wasting my vacation. No need to say it to my face, you dumb rectangle. Yandere uses Pavlovian conditioning. It's somewhat effective? Great insult skills, Aspen. Honestly, it still blows my mind that Crow had no idea what Wi-Fi was. I mean, come on, who mistakes Wi-Fi for Wildray? We're even from the same planet? It's kind of adorable, though. Plus, he does know what phones and the internet are, thank God. But of course, he doesn't have either. Classic Aspen bad luck. Why was he so serious yesterday? I mean, yeah, I was bleeding a little, but it wasn't that bad, right? I don't think it was that bad. Cause, like, fun fact for anyone who gets any tiny wound, if you apply pressure to the wound, as in like you can like press on it with like your hand and have like a rag on it, just press on it for like, if it's like a tiny cut, 30 seconds should be enough. If it's a nosebleed, you'll need to like squeeze your nose for 10 minutes. There we go. Hi, welcome in. Whatever. Let's not overthink too much, Aspen. You're doing something fun today. After getting my fill of yawns and limb stretching, I approached the wardrobe to choose the clothes I'm gonna wear. Yesterday, Crow insisted I put them inside the drawer so they didn't wrinkle inside my backpack. Speaking of my backpack, I should probably take it with me. It'll come in handy for carrying any wild foods or herbs we come across. All set. I'm about to turn around until I make eye contact with the bunny from the picture on top of the wardrobe. Although I did notice it the first day I came here, I wasn't in the right headspace at the time to actually care. It's pretty cute. I didn't know there were species of snow bunnies. Guess you learn something new every day. When I reached the hallway, Crow was pulling the cords of his drawstring back to close it tightly. The sack looks so full, it feels like it's gonna burst. Damn, you carrying a tent in there? Aspen! I didn't realize you were up. Rise and shine, am I right? Indeed. Good morning, Snowflake. Morning. So, are you gonna tell me what you got there? I guess it does look pretty stuffed, doesn't it? Let's see. I packed our lunch, a thermos with hot tea, some tools for foraging. Reconsidering, I think I probably should have taken space into account. Hey now, your assistant's got you covered. We can use my backpack to carry our findings. With a self-satisfying snort, I crouch and pat the bag lying at my feet. Crow claps his hands together and grins.
Thank you.
That'd be a lot of help. Do we have everything we need then?
Hmm.
Yes. Are you ready? I raised my hands in the air to show him the winter gloves he gave me yesterday, before heading to sleep. I didn't forget them this time. So I see. I'm glad they fit you well. Thank you for lending them to me.
Huh?
Why is he so alarmed? Hmm? Oh, it's just... They were actually meant as a gift. Wait, really? I wonder what the conditions for each ending are. That's really kind of you, Crow, but are you sure I could have them? Aren't they important to you? I have quite a few pairs in my room. Don't worry about it, really. Besides, I think that color suits you more. Dear God, how did he do that? My cheeks are on freaking fire over here. I clear my throat for a few seconds until I can finally muster something coherent. Thank you. You're very welcome. Now you won't be able to forget me. Well, Oh my God, you got so red. Relax, I was just teasing you. Yeah, I totally knew that. Didn't know that. Oh man. I'm gonna change the title after the stream. This dude's so insane. Unless he's teasing about teasing? Or teasing about teasing about teasing? God, I suck at being flirted with. And I'm 100% sure I wouldn't be able to forget him anyway. Not with that smile. Act cool, act cool. Crow puts on his jacket and slides the drawstring bag over his shoulder. I follow suit with my own jacket and backpack.
Alrighty.
Now we're definitely ready. That we are. I keep mixing up their voices. He takes his keys from his pants pocket and unlocks the front door.
After you.
Once outside in the snow, I glance back at the log cabin. It's kind of weird to think how a mere 3 days ago this was the scene of a blizzard. Right now, it's so peaceful. The cabin looks kind of old in comparison to the inside. It's an interesting contrast, yet still makes me wonder why it's like that. Not gonna lie, before we'd stepped into the snow, my memory of its outer appearance has still been a bit foggy. Guess that's what a combination of stress, freezing weather, and passing out can do to someone. I feel a hand on my shoulder. Are you okay? Yeah, I was just looking at the cabin. Couldn't really appreciate it the first time because of the snowstorm. Among other things.
I see.
And? Did it leave an impression on you? Well, I fiddle with my fingers. It looks a bit, unexpected compared to the inside. You can say the word old, you know, I don't bite. My cheeks turn scarlet. God damn it, I really need to work on my poker face. When I moved here, the inside wasn't much different from the outside. It was just as shabby, just as ancient. Wow, and you decided to remodel it? That's right. I'm not picky, but I very well couldn't live in a rundown place either. But then, why didn't you remodel the outside too? Was it too expensive? Not particularly, I just thought it had a charm of its own. Something that appears to be a certain way at first, but then takes you aback. An unexpected charm, just like you said. You're full of surprises, aren't you? Oh?
Does that mean you're even more interested in me?
Yes. He's such a flirt, yet he can't take it! You sure could be very bold, huh? I wasn't expecting you to answer so honestly. What can I say? I find you very interesting. You're not the only one who can tease, Crow. I feel like you're full of surprises yourself. Look out, Forrest. Here comes the mind-boggling duo. And you said my jokes were bad.
Alrighty.
Let's get going, yes? Lead the way. Just kiss already, man. No. We're only on day 3. We have 7. The weather's really good today. Very clear, and there's moisture in the air. Besides chaga and pine needles, we might be able to get some wintergreen berries if we're lucky. I never heard of wintergreen berries before. What do they look like? They're similar to red cranberries. But if you put them next to each other, the taste will give away which is which. Really? Is it a different kind of sweetness? Nope, wintergreen berries have a minty flavor. Minty? And they're still considered berries. I know, right? Another wonder in nature. While keeping the conversation going, we continue walking along the snowy path for a while. I feel like sharks get a bad reputation because of the movie, you know? But they're more chill than dolphins. This is true! Appearances can certainly be
Huh?
Crow stops dead in his tracks. What is it? Without saying anything, he takes my hand and leads me to a certain striped tree. I lift my head up and squint to follow the trail of the bark. Then I see it. A blackened mass protruding from the trunk. Is that? I didn't expect it to look like charcoal. That's actually a very good comparison. I'll show you how to harvest it. This is chaga. Crow puts the sack on the ground and grabs a big knife from inside. He then gains a bit of momentum and jumps towards the birch tree. And here, my friends, is the irrefutable proof that humans are related to monkeys. Thank you for coming to our Ned Talk. We both laugh. I'll be right there with you. Without wasting any more time, Crow reaches the charcoal mass and cuts off a small portion. Finally, he slides down and joins me on solid ground.
This is a chaga mushroom.
It is pronounced chaga. That's a mushroom?! I lean in towards the fungus. Unlike the black mass exterior, the core is a completely different color. Wow, it's really orange. It is, isn't it? That means this one's healthy. There we go. Oh, right. Let me carry it in my bag.
Thank you.
Snowflake. God!
Alrighty.
Just a little bit longer and we'll have lunch. That sound good? Sounds good to me.
Excellent.
I wonder who this voice is. When we reach the side of the forest filled with pine trees, the non-toxic pine trees, that is, Crow grabs the knife in his bag to carefully cut off some needles. There may be snow everywhere, but the heat is rising. Only 3 days and they're already complimenting each other's jokes. This cannot go wrong. I mean, I guess, if you'd pardon the pun, it's not cabin fever, but the two of them are like literally stuck with like just each other. Like literally no external like stimulation. It's like they've literally just spent the last 3 days just getting to know each other. So I imagine at this point, like, because there's literally nothing else for them to be doing, they get decently close in a short amount of time. Once he finishes putting them inside a small pouch, we sit down on a couple of nearby stumps. At last! A place to rest my legs! Walking on snow is more tiring than it looks. It feels good though, don't you think? When I turn to look at him, Crow hands me a thermos lid filled with a golden-colored drink. Little herbs floating at the top give it away. It's pine needle tea. I keep it in my hands for a few seconds and then take a sip. Unlike chaga, this tea is more aromatic and has a minty, slightly citrusy flavor. Yeah, it does feel good. Thanks, Crow. Oh man, and it's hot. Ugh. VAs are listed on the itch.io page. Ooh! Wait, hold on. Let me check. Story, FAQ. Logo, GUI. Ah! Reese Bridger and Bryce Buckley. I wonder which one's which. Because so far we only have one character. Huh. Alright. I drink the rest of the tea. My body feels warmer now. I think I like this one better than chaga. It's very refreshing, isn't it? You could have more if you want. Maybe in a few minutes. I'm starving. Right on the dot. Does your stomach have a clock or something? You were saying? Anyway. Trying, and failing, not to look too embarrassed, Crow takes out a couple of toasted sandwiches from a plastic container inside his bag. Spinach, mushroom, and grilled cheese. I like the way you think. That sounds pretty good. It's nothing fancy, but I hope you find it tasty. There's no doubt in my mind that I will. And I'm right. A few bites later, the sandwich is long gone. God, mushrooms and cheese go well with so many things. It's almost criminal. I'm so sorry, I don't like mushrooms. What are you thinking about? That a full tummy really makes for a happy heart. I couldn't agree more. Trying new recipes and exploring new flavors is something I enjoy as well. Maybe you could also take inspiration from a nearby restaurant. I could... What's wrong? I completely forgot about my car! Ah, the one that broke down? Well, kinda. It mostly just got a flat tire. I should really look for it to make sure it didn't get destroyed in the snowstorm. Cars are fucking expensive after all. I look up and pat my butt a few times to get rid of any remaining dirt. I'll be right... Crow grabs my arm.
No.
Fuck you mean no? We should start heading back. It won't be much longer till it gets dark. I just want to check real quick. Look, I remember this path. My car shouldn't be that far ahead.
You sure about that?
Huh?
How do you know you're not making a mistake? You don't know the area like I do.
Not to mention, with the blizzard, your car must be covered in snow anyway, so it'll be even harder to spot. Is that really the case? It'll get dark soon. We shouldn't be here when that happens.
It's not safe.
I guess it's true that I don't know this area very well, but... Please, Aspen. Okay.
Thank you.
For understanding. He's trying to remove an escape option. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we've established already our theory that Crow is the Crow who took our car. Which honestly, like, I'd be pretty surprised if he wasn't. But I do wonder if he's like done something with the car, since if he is the Crow, he knows where it is. At the hurried pace, Crow puts back all the containers inside his drawstring bag. Let's get going, shall we? Yeah. Oh man. Almost home. Why does he sound so relieved? Let me grab my keys. Sure. What's that sound? Damn it, I should have put them inside my coat. While Crow was busy searching for the keys, I tried to pinpoint the location of the sound. Where is it? That's... Oh! Wait, so... Okay, so I guess we were wrong. I raised my head and discovered the culprit of the flapping noise, up on the cabin's roof. Heat perched on the chimney. Disturbing and piercing stare. There's a single crow. A crow with red eyes. Day 4. What is this place? Almost like... Oh, hold on a second, am I dreaming? And what's with all the fog? There's no floor, but I can walk just fine for some reason. Guess I'll keep walking. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Are you gonna keep me walking in this smoggy maze until I'm 84? I look like a fucking idiot. I'm supposed to learn a deep, dark secret or whatever. At least give me a sign. A different kind of sign. Fog is kind of overrated. Here.
Why are you still here?
What? Holy cow! That voice! What? I'm sorry, babes. I'm sipping my tea. It talks! He came from Demon Slayer. Honestly. Excuse me?
Why are you still here?
What do you mean?
Why?
Uh...
Why?
Stop! I can't. I can't leave. I mean, it's very nice here, and I like Crow. Scratch that. I really like Crow. Don't get me wrong, of course. I miss my home and want to go back eventually, but, well, the bus won't even come until all the snow is removed anyway, so I don't really have a choice. Am I talking to a crow? Not sure what I expected.
Cannot be trusted.
Come again?
He cannot be trusted. 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 Lies. All lies.
Funny picture. Wardrobe. Cozy bed. The wooden texture of the walls. I'm awake. I'm finally awake. I think he can be trusted. God. I cover my face in my hands. What the hell was that dream? Did that really happen? Like, actually? Did we pass out outside? How did we get here? Well, shit. I wipe my forehead with the back of my hand. Ugh, I'm all sweaty. Better take a shower. And what does a talking crow know? Honestly, like, ridiculous stuff. What's this hot crow with a sexy voice supposed to be? Like, ugh. Doesn't know anything. Do we believe the green-haired man or the burb? Make the decision. I don't trust either of them. Both of them are crows. Aster, do not get attracted to Hey. I can appreciate a hot voice. Like, I'm just saying. Like, a sexy voice is a sexy voice. Ugh, I really needed that. Can't believe I actually managed to sleep through breakfast. Again. Even after seeing that weird bird and all. It looked just like the one from yesterday. Do crows always have red eyes? Aspen? Yeah? Oh, thank God. I went to wake you up, but you weren't in your room. So I thought maybe I'd find you here. Sorry. I wanted to take a shower. Welcome in, Adriana. Did you need to use the bathroom? I'm almost done changing.
Don't worry about it.
I just wanted to let you know lunch is almost ready. Awesome! Not gonna lie, I'm actually looking forward to it. I really love your cooking. Crow? Sorry, you just caught me off guard.
Thank you.
I'm so glad to hear that. I
wouldn't mind cooking for you for the rest of my life.
We have known each other for 4 days. Not even. Like, this is day 4. So it's been like 72 hours. What? Nothing. Nothing. Just talking to myself. I'll wait for you in the living room. Bro is moving fast. Crow's footsteps get farther away until the sounds fade into the distance. Toxic bye for bye, anyone? Oh, thankfully it's not awkward between us anymore. I think. Whatever. After getting dressed and drying my hair with a towel, I make my way to the living room. Less than 5 minutes later, Crow arrives with the usual food tray and places it on the table. Speed running a relationship for realsies. Also, can I just say that it's so funny that Crow wears a lab coat just like inside his house. Like, he just walks around with that thing on. He's like, yeah, I could just like wear whatever I want. I want to wear a lab coat. And a turtleneck. All done. Help yourself, Snowflake. What's wrong with him? The comforting smell of pumpkin soup makes its way up to my nose. I'm realizing now that, like, I need to stop saying what's wrong with him. I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I mean that in like, oh my god, you are so down bad type way. It's probably cold. Yes, it's probably cold, but like... It has a couple of parsley leaves and a pinch of pepper at the top. Time to dig in. Oh my gosh, the flavor's so rich. Do you know what the secret is to a perfect pumpkin soup? No, what? Making a saute of the veggies before you apply water. Even better if you had a homemade bouillon cube after that. Must be true then, because now that you mention that, I'm pretty sure I can taste stir-fried onions. And you'd be absolutely right. You like it? Oh, hell yeah.
Excellent.
I sip and savor every mouthful of the soup until only a few drops are left. But we don't waste food in Aspen land, so I dip a piece of bread and clean the rest of the bowl with it. So real. You really don't miss, huh? I guess I never miss. Everything was great as always. It's my pleasure. Besides, you always look so happy when you eat my food. It makes it all worth it. Oh god, seriously. That's a bit embarrassing. But I guess it's no wonder. Good food does make me smile.
Indeed.
Hmm? What is it? Ah, don't tell me I have food on my face, don't I? Huh? No, it's... I grab a napkin from the food tray and vigorously wipe my mouth. Did I get it? Crow doesn't answer. He brings a hand to my cheek instead. Are we about to... Oh, babes! Oh my god. Could it be? I feel his thumb touch my cheek right below my eye until... He removes his hand! Huh? Sorry about that. You had an eyelash on your face. Oh, happy Pride Month. What is it? Perhaps. Were you expecting something else? Ooh, me? Perish the thought. I was. Holy shit, I really was.
I see.
I feel cheated. Honestly, so do I. Yeah, I wouldn't believe me either. Anyway, I actually wanted to ask you something, Crow. Oh my god, I miss my emotes so much. The nosebleed emote. I love it. I actually wanted to ask you something, Crow. Do you think we could go outside again today? I know it's not that early anymore, but I have to make sure I properly store everything we harvested yesterday. It's important that it's well preserved so it lasts longer. Oh, you mean the chaga and pine needles? Precisely. Though it's a shame we couldn't find any wintergreen berries after all. In any case, why don't you help me? I'll teach you how to make chaga powder. And if you want, I could show you how to make one of my herbal medicines too. What do you say? Why is he avoiding the question? Could have just said it'll get dark soon and we can go outside tomorrow, but he suddenly changed the subject. Aspen? Fine. I'll concede. Burndal. But you bet your ass I'll ask again, Crow Boy. I can be very persistent when I want to be. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Sure, let's do it. Sounds like fun.
Alrighty.
Let's get the chaga from the kitchen, shall we? Crow opens one of the upper cabinets, takes out a coffee grinder, and puts it on the counter. Wait, we're not going to use a mortar and pestle? That's not a bad guess, actually. We're definitely going to use them for making herbal medicine later. For the powder, though, chaga mushroom was a bit lumpy and much too big for a mortar, so we'll use the grinder instead. Oh, that makes sense. Once we both wash up, we use our hands to break the chaga into small pieces so that they better fit inside the grinder. Amazing. And thus, the powder is born. This is so cool. I'm glad you're having fun. What should we do with the pine needles?
Don't worry about it.
I made sure to put a couple bags in the freezer yesterday. The rest are being dried on a piece of cloth, but it'll take a few days, so... And why did he say he needed to store the pine needles if he'd already... you know what? Forget it. Let's see where this goes. We can make the medicine, right?
Indeed.
What are we making? I think a poultice would be good. It's pretty easy to make, it only needs a few ingredients. Oh, that's like a skin remedy, isn't it? Yes, exactly. The kitchen counter's a bit small for us both, though. We should take everything to the living room. Sure thing. Crow grabs a handful of herbs, a roundish container with clay powder, and a knife, while I take the mortar and pestle, a cup of boiling water, and a small bottle of lavender oil.
Alrighty.
Let's start with the herbs. With incredible precision, Crow wastes no time in cutting all the leaves. It reminds me of whenever he cuts veggies for the meals he prepares. When he's done, he puts them inside the mortar. Okay, put some water on top of the herbs. How's this?
Excellent.
Crow's hand makes semicircular motions as he keeps grinding the wet leaves for several minutes. So he's really good with a knife. That was my first observation. I wasn't going to say anything. At some point, he asked me to add a few drops of lavender oil and a teaspoon of clay powder to the mixture. The final result is a green and creamy paste similar to pesto sauce. Ugh, pesto. I actually had that for dinner. Crow reminds me of one of those crunchy moms, but gay. I don't know what you're talking about. We spend a couple hours making a couple poultices, creams, and ointments, so there's a hefty reserve in case of emergencies. I love pesto. Pesto's so good! Did y'all know I actually grow basil at home? And I make pesto, like, from scratch. I actually need to cut my pesto trees. That's what I call them, my basil plants. Because we pretty much exclusively use the basil for pesto. We used to do, we used to, like, put, like, the basil leaves with, like, tomatoes and cheese on crackers. But we don't do that much anymore. My family. I give Crow the last of the empty containers, and he pours the herbal ointment inside it with the help of the pestle. All done.
Yep.
All done. Thanks for lending a hand. No worries, it was an interesting learning experience. Wonderful. Like a kitten who just woke up from a long nap, Crow stretches his limbs for a few seconds, then starts putting all the dirty dishes away, including those from today's lunch. Yeah, like the moms that make absolutely everything from scratch. Oh, I don't know about making everything from scratch, but sometimes it can be really rewarding to cook and like make things from scratch because, especially for me, because I'm like kind of a picky eater, knowing exactly what goes into my food makes me more willing to try new things, especially since I can like adjust the recipe and be like, oh, I don't like this. Oh, I like this. Let's add more of that. Of course, the key ingredient to cooking is love. And love is stored in the garlic powder. Oh, I interrupt myself when I notice the window. It's already dark. Sorry, did you say something? I was a bit distracted putting everything on the tray. Crow, do you think we can go outside tomorrow? And please, don't avoid my question like you did this afternoon. Why? Huh? We just went yesterday, didn't we? And harvested plenty of things at that. I don't see why we should do it again if we don't need to. I mean, it did take a while to find the chaga mushroom and walking towards the side of the forest that had non-poisonous pine needle trees, but I don't think we really harvested that much. Still, he's probably gonna make another excuse if I point this out. I need a different approach. Look, if this is about your car, it's not. Well, it's not only about my car. Apart from plants, you also study animals, don't you? Yes. I want to do that too. You see, I happened to see a crow yesterday. Do you think a British accent would fit Crow? I think he has a British accent, doesn't he? I'm just not doing it very well. For a moment, I swear I see his right eye twitch. But it's so quick and imperceptible that it's as if it never happened. Okay, and what about it? God, he's really not budging, is he? I can't help but feel that Crow is important. Well, let's not mention it had red eyes just in case. It reminded me that you were researching their habits and stuff. Can't we go out in the morning to see if we find any crows? Staying inside all the time is starting to feel suffocating. Plus, it was you who said there are things we have to see for ourselves, right? Look, Aspen. I know that's what I said a few days ago, but it's not that simple. The weather here is really unpredictable this time of year. Forgot you were here live? You don't have to apologize for being late. Welcome in. In fact, it's extremely likely that there'll be another blizzard soon. What? In the meantime, I can give you a book on crows if you want to learn more about them. And if you're feeling suffocated, I can always open one of the windows, but we really shouldn't be going outside.
It's not safe.
Cannot be trusted. I'll still have to go back home eventually. The moment those words come out of my mouth, his expression pulls a 180.
Why are you so persistent?
Huh?
Do you really want to freeze to death? Is that it? Are you that stupid?
Oh no. Oh no, you didn't. Now wait a goddamn minute here, you fucking lettuce. Who the hell do you think you are? I'm someone who knows the dangers and implications of what you want to do.
I'm someone with fucking common sense. Something that you clearly don't have.
Oh fuck, I cut him off. Whoa. Fuck this. Fuck you. I'm not going to sit around here talking to a pig-headed imbecile who thinks he knows what's best for me better than myself. Then maybe you should leave tomorrow morning. Maybe I will. Fine. Fine. With the conversation clearly over, I storm off all the way to my room. That escalated really fast. He makes me so angry. I feel like it kind of came out of nowhere, though. I scream into the bed pillow and kick my legs on the mattress. What the hell is his problem? He can't tell me what to do. I'm a fucking adult. He doesn't own me. And I do have common sense. Probably. I can't deny that he did seem worried, but why won't he tell me anything? Crow, what are you hiding? What adult swears this much? You'd be surprised. Day 5. Morning already, huh? I yawn and stretch out my limbs. You think that quick rage was also a sign of cabin fever? Probably? Because I mean, these two have literally been stuck in here. Like, they went out once. The thing is, right? Like, even when they go out, they only have each other. So, like Aspen, like they mentioned, there's literally no connection to the outside world. So literally they're spending all of their time just talking to each other. And they don't seem to think that differently about each other. They both seem to have feelings for each other given like all of this flirting. But I don't know, they're not being very honest with each other. Why though? So Aspen got stranded here in basically this completely deserted village in which only lives one person, and that is Crow. Aspen is living with Crow temporarily until the snow lets up and they can go back home. But Crow keeps insinuating that, oh, there might be another blizzard, so you might not be able to get back home because your car is like buried under snow. And also, Crow will not let us go see our car and like go and retrieve it. So we've got a lot of red flags with Crow, but also like he's cute, so like, you know. But anyway, what genre? I'm not sure. Toxic yaoi check. Yeah, that's the genre. I didn't even change my clothes to go to sleep yesterday. The fight must have exhausted me. I still don't think the crux of what I was saying was wrong. And if Crow reacted like that, then he really is hiding something. But, well, it could be worse. If he wanted to murder me, I think he would have done so already. Unless he's secretly like the witch from Hansel and Gretel. Yeah, let's not think about that. Anyway... What red flags? I'm colorblind. I can't tell the difference between red and green. Good or bad, I don't want to jump to conclusions before actually knowing what the heck is going on. And for that, I need more information. Once I change my clothes, I go wash up in the bathroom. I make sure to splash my face with a good amount of water. I need to be fully awake for once. Ironically though, this morning is the earliest I've been awake since forever. Crow could still be asleep. Should I make breakfast for once? Sure, why not? I kind of want to see his reaction. Crow's not here. Okay, he's definitely sleeping then. Oh, guess it's cooking time. Alright, it's done. Mission complete. Once I finish cleaning everything up, I look at my creation placed upon a couple of ceramic plates. I don't think I'm a bad cook. Well, maybe decent is more accurate, but it's been a while since I made these. I hope they're edible at least. To be honest, I'd like to investigate the cabin a bit more, but I shouldn't take any unnecessary risks right now. Crow could wake up at any moment. And no matter how hospitable he is, there's a difference between making yourself at home and snooping around for clues. He's not an idiot, and perceptive to boot. I shake my head and look in the direction of the kitchen door. Time to go look for him. Okay, since he didn't come to the kitchen yet, he must be washing. They saw you! Crow? That came from the living room, didn't it? Who's he talking to? As quietly as possible, I tiptoe across the hallway until I'm right next to the living room's entrance. The voices are definitely coming from the other side. I gulp. So, are the crow and crow, like, in league? My hand touches the handle and ever so slightly begins to open the door. The window's open. That's unusual. Wait, what the... is that? The crow! That's why I keep telling you to leave it all to me.
What's the point if you show yourself? It makes everything more complicated.
Aspen isn't stupid. They already suspect something strange is going on.
I would not have made an appearance if you weren't taking so long. This is the first time this has happened. At this rate, I'm going to have to visit their dreams again.
What the hell did you just say?
His face twists into a deep glare, one I've never seen before.
Again? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Did I stutter?
Tell me one reason why I shouldn't kill you.
He's so normal.
Because of the blood pact.
Oh, we're getting lured up. You're lucky you look like that. What was that noise? Shit. I step away faster than a freaking blue hedgehog. These damn creaky wooden doors. No think, only run! Fuck, fuck, fuck. Please tell me I didn't completely screw up just now. Aspen? Okay, you've got this. Act natural. Crow enters the kitchen and approaches me. Crow, buddy! Fancy seeing you here. What's wrong with them? Fancy seeing you here. What the fuck am I talking about? This is his home. Of course he would be here. Good morning. Good morning. Kill me now. This is the complete opposite of acting natural. Quick, find something to get me out of this awkward conversation. I spot my culinary creation not that far away from me. Oh, right! That's why I went to look for him in the first place. I made breakfast.
Huh?
I grab one of the plates and show it to him. They're not as good as yours, so don't set your expectations too high. Pancakes? Yeah, hopefully they taste okay. I was gonna use honey at first, but I've seen you eat lots of fruit these days, so I thought I'd change it up a little and use cranberry jam instead. Did you get up early to make these for me? Something like that. Can I try them? Go ahead. Crow picks up a fork and cuts a little piece. Wow, they're so good! Really? Yes! You're just saying that. I'm not! Did you try them? Not yet. Crow cuts another piece and puts the fork in my mouth. I didn't expect him to feed me himself. Wait, why am I getting embarrassed by this? I'm not a high school anime girl. Well, it's good, isn't it? Not as good as his pancakes, though. I'll make some mint tea to go with these. Why don't you wait for me in the living room? I guess the crow you was talking to already left. Sure. I'm about to head out when Crow touches my shoulder. Also, I'd like to talk about what happened yesterday. Would that be okay with you? Yes, I want to talk to you too.
Thank you.
See you in a bit then. I nod and turn around. The window's closed again. They're self-aware. The protagonist uses they, them. I move towards it and try to open it. I'm just giving them a very feminine voice because my natural voice is quite feminine. And also, like, I don't have a lot of guy voices. If you want to hear more of my guy voices, watch me play Mamiya. But like doing a guy is just not easy for me. Wait, so Crow was talking to a crow and this MC doesn't even think about it. I think they are thinking about it. They just I don't know. I think our MC is colorblind. Can't tell the difference between a red and a green flag. It won't budge. Either this is locked or my arms are too damn weak. It's one thing to dream about a bird speaking to you. It's another thing entirely to have that same bird confirm they appeared in your dream. Not delusional. Something supernatural is clearly going on here. Your voice is really sweet though, so true. What if I cry, y'all? Y'all are so sweet. But what exactly? Ghosts? Demons? Something else entirely? As I've done a few times already these past few days, I take a look at Crow's collection of books. I don't see the red one I took a glance at the other day. Crow must have moved it to his room to keep working on it. Maybe to hide it from me as well, who knows at this point. Sorry to keep you waiting. No, it's alright. Crow places the usual tray on the wooden table. Soon enough, we both sit down on our respective seats and start eating. Maybe Crow is a Disney princess? Even though we're sitting in the same places as before, Crow always chooses the one-seat sofa. It feels like we're further apart than ever. The pancakes might have helped a little, but I guess things are still pretty awkward. Well, it's no wonder, what with our fight yesterday. And that's not even counting what I witnessed just a few minutes ago. Did he really not notice I was eavesdropping? I'm scared to look up. What if things don't get better? I'm sorry. Huh? I went too far yesterday. It wasn't right. He even went as far to make breakfast for us and all. To be honest, I'm feeling really ashamed right now. I panicked, and before I could stop myself, I ended up saying hurtful things. I hope you can forgive me, Aspen. For the record, your lettuce hair is rad as hell. Thank you for apologizing, Crow. I can't say I wasn't mad, but I didn't fare much better, honestly. I'm sorry, too. Also, for the record, I think your lettuce hair is rad as hell. Lettuce hair? Aspen! You should see your face. I mean it, though.
Thank you.
If only you trusted me enough to tell me what's bothering you, too. By the way, I thought about what you said last night. Do you think you could wait a little longer? I promise we'll go outside again. To forage, study animals, whatever you wish, truly. The fact that you want to know more about nature, that you're interested in my research, it fills me with joy. More than I thought it would. But the weather really is unpredictable this time of year. I thought it'd let up sooner. However, there's still a very high probability that another blizzard will strike between today and tomorrow. Oh. And that's not even taking into account the scant few hours of light we get. Winter days are already short, but in this area they're even shorter. I just want to make sure you're safe. There it is again. Being safe. Safe from what? Because it sure doesn't feel like he's only talking about the blizzard. Then the bus won't be available the day after tomorrow. I'm sorry. He doesn't say anything else. I'm not sure what to say either. What is there to say? I can't even contact anyone because there's no reception, let alone internet. Is there really nothing I can do? No, there is something. Crow, do you think you can lend me that book you told me about yesterday? Yesterday? Oh, you mean the book on crows? That's the one. Of course, but are you okay? Can't say I am, no. I'm honestly pretty shocked right now. What am I saying? Of course you're not fine. That was a stupid question. Still, moping about it won't help me. So I'd like to use this time to learn something instead. Seriously amazing. What? Nothing! Let me get you that book. Will you finish this game today or will there be more streams? I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna take a break in a couple minutes. Probably after this scene ends. I'm gonna take a break and get some water. But I'd like to play the whole thing today. I'd like to say I'm maybe 50% of the way done with it? Maybe a bit more? I'm not sure though, because we don't know exactly how long this game is. They said like 2 to 3 hours of reading in the Steam page, but it's been 2 hours already. And I'm thinking about It Gets So Lonely Here, which is a game I played recently. Go watch it. I actually really I think I played that game pretty well. Here. Hold on. So it took me 6 hours to get through It Gets So Lonely Here. And the game was listed as 2 to 3 hours of reading. So yeah, yeah. If it's that long, then I'll probably split this game up into 2 streams. Crow walks towards the bookshelf and takes out a grayish hardcover without hesitation. Wasn't kidding when he said he could tell them apart. Here you go, Snowflake. I hope you find it interesting. Oh, don't worry, I will. Thank you. I hug the book to my chest, then make a slight face and bend over, bringing a hand to my stomach. Aspen? Oh god, are you alright? Do you feel sick? I guess I'm not feeling too hot. Sorry, I think I'll rest in my room for the day. Of course! Do you need any medicine? No, I'm okay. Just need to take it easy. Alright. Please tell me if you need anything, okay? I will. Thank you, Crow. Whew. Okay, I think that went well. I hope. As soon as I take off my shoes to climb on the bed and make myself comfortable, I put the book on my lap and turn the first page. A study on crows. Intelligent, adaptable, and self-aware. Time to learn about crows. Corvus, an especially well-known genus composed of medium to large-sized birds, which make up a third of the species in the Corvidae family. The most commonly known include ravens, rooks, and crows. While 133 species of Corvidae have been discovered to this day, only around 49 are included in the Corvus's taxonomy. Going even further than that, there are approximately 36 of these species which belong to the crow family alone. Holy 36? Wow, I didn't think there were this many variants. Fun fact, you can still call 911 without service. I'm not sure about that. I think in some places you can. I've heard that like some people try to like update their voicemail without service because they're like, oh, you can update your voicemail, which you can't. Crows are passerine songbirds, which are generally black in color, although exceptions have been witnessed when it comes to different species. This also applies to their sizes, as well as the color of their eyes. Huh. Interesting. The next several pages contain a detailed classification of the 30-something species of crows up to date. Let me reread that. These include their scientific names and a group of several drawings, most probably drawn by Crow himself, portraying their appearance. Black eyes, white eyes. Come on, there's gotta be one with... Here! White-necked crow. Overall appearance is black, with a few white feathers on the base of their necks, though rarely visible. Their eyes are distinctive crimson red. Oh, this isn't it. This isn't it at all. It's completely different from the one I saw that day and the one in my dream. If anything, the most similar of them has to be the carrion crow, but those have black eyes. Is it a new species then? Or is it not even a crow? There's no other way. To get the answers I want, to get the answers I need, I have to go outside. I have to go outside and find that red-eyed crow. Day 6. Alright, I'm gonna go take my break. I'll go back to the title screen so y'all have nice music to listen to while I'm away. Maybe our back screen too. Ta-da! Alright, I will be right back, y'all. return. Hello. Bakri, what have y'all been talking about? Such a cute and beautiful OC pic. Thank you. Alright. So, I think I'll be going for another hour or so, maybe a bit less. And then, we'll call it a stream. Back we go. It's 6:30 a.m. That is too early. I put my phone back in my jacket's pocket. Last one's over. Backpack? Check. Water bottle and snacks? Check. Knife? Check. Gloves. I slip one of my thumbs out of the warm cover enveloping my hands and caress the wool fabric. Check. Okay, I have everything. Thank God I asked Crow yesterday to open this window a little bit so that I could get some fresh air during dinner. Now I know how this damn thing works. Can't leave through the front door after all. He probably has the keys in his room and I am not risking waking him up. Honestly, I wish I could have left from my room's window, but that fucking thing is sturdier than a rock. Mistakes were made. Alright, let's do this. Better be quick. Nailed it! No time to dawdle though. I've only got a few hours until it gets dark again. First things first, I need to find my car. So quiet. I gotta get up in 4 hours, but this is more important. Please sleep properly. Too quiet. Can't help but feel some kind of unsettling presence in the air. Am I being too paranoid? Okay, we know where we are. How much longer until I find at least something? This feels too much like the first day I got here. There really isn't anything but snow and big-ass trees. That's... The moment I arrive near the road, I spot a white metallic sheen that's all too familiar for me to mistake it. My car! Ugh. What the fuck? What was that? I try approaching my car a second time for good measure, but the moment my foot gets near the wheels, I'm sent flying to the ground again. What the hell is going on? Did Crow cast a spell on the car? Okay, careful now. Unlike the first two attempts, I only try to put a hand near whatever the hell is preventing me from reaching my wheeled companion. I don't fall this time. There's definitely something there. Something like a force field of some sort. Damn, Yuri, you called it. Oh, if anything, this proves there are paranormal things at play, even more. I crouch down to hug my knees and bury my head between them. What do I do? What can I do? How the hell do you defeat the supernatural? I should look for that crow. Even though my eyes are still closed, I shut them even tighter and squeeze my arms with my hands, like a silly ritual to brace myself. Huh? Once I'm back on my feet, I spot an odd line in the snow between my feet and the car. A line I hadn't noticed before. Is this the line of the force field? I glance to both my left and right. The trail in the snow keeps going farther and farther. Guess there's no way around it. So I guess we just have to go back to the house? Step by step I follow the line until not that far from where I'm walking, a reddish stain brings me to a dead stop. Is that dirt? No, it's too red to be dirt. Ruh-roh. I move faster, and I see it. This wasn't here before. Ooh, witchcraft. A strange symbol is carved in the snow. Perhaps a snowflake. Perhaps a star being pierced by arrows. It's disturbing all the same. The center looks like an open eye. The hue that's ingrained in its lines make them look like veins. Wah! It's unmistakable, it's unsettling, and it chills me to my core. Blood. The mysterious crow flaps his wings and lands right in front of me, putting himself between me and the symbol. He stares. He stares so deeply into my eyes that I feel a shiver coming.
You can't leave.
Oh, really? Yeah, I kinda already figured. That's what I'd like to say, but this isn't the time to be sarcastic. Why? The crow glances at the symbol, then back at me. He won't let you. I don't need to ask him who he's talking about. Still, this bird is no saint either. If he even is a bird at all. Crow seemed to imply he looked like one? I also haven't forgotten what he told Crow yesterday.
He's a liar.
Why? He pauses, considers my question for a moment. Then he plucks the feathers on his back, or pretends to do so. The crow's eyes are on the symbol yet again.
There is something he hopes to achieve.
I see. The crow looks puzzled when I open my backpack. Don't know if this will work, but it's best I've got. I hope there's at least some bird instinct inside of him. If you tell me what is hiding, I'll give you one whole granola bar.
Are you mocking me, human?
Human, eh?
You think I would fall for such a stupid bribe?
A bribe? Perish the thought. Yes, this is a fucking bribe and you better fucking fall for it, you cryptic crooked beak. I can see the granola bars reflected in his eyes. He's tempted. Very tempted. But not entirely convinced. Oh, come on, don't get your feathers in a twist. Just sharing a snack with a very smart bird who warned me about imminent danger is all.
One is not enough.
This fuck. Okay, I'll give you both granola bars. Happy now? Without answering, the crow pulls out the bars from my hands with such vigor that he tears my glove. The sting in my palm makes me bring my hand close to my face. Figures. Stupid bird tore my skin. God, it's like you've never eaten before. When I look back at him, he's already licking the crumbs from his beak. And not just the crumbs. A small drop of my blood seems to have made it to his mouth as well.
Still not enough.
What did you just say? He turns his neck in my direction. I gulp and step back. Behind the cabin. Huh?
Go further beyond the cabin, then head straight. You will find your answers there.
Wait. Jeez, you... Huh? Symbol's gone. Why does that make me uneasy? Can't say I fully trust the bird either, but I don't have any other leads. There it is again. What is this feeling? Bug bird, bad ending. It's as if someone or something was watching me. Damn, it's getting darker. There's a bunch of clouds too. I should hurry up. Crouching down as much as possible in order to avoid the windows. Better be safe than sorry. I move forward in slow but steady steps until the cabin's far enough for me to walk at a quicker pace. What? What the heck is this? A huge mass of decayed wood surrounds the area. Everything is gloomy, hushed, disturbing. Small, decrepit houses that look like they haven't been inhabited in decades. Traces of what once was a wide-ranging crop farm. Eerie, soulless, obscure. Abandoned. The light has gone. A ghost town. The thing behind Crow's log cabin is a literal ghost town. It's pretty much impossible to let go of the shock and utter disbelief I'm feeling right now, but my eyes start adjusting to the scene nonetheless. Wait, is that? What I initially thought was a piece of broken wood from one of the vacant houses now starts to look more and more like a crooked sign. Though the words are somewhat faded, no wonder the sign is pretty much ancient, they're still distinguishable. Let's see what it says. Important notice. Danger zone. Do not enter. Due to a long bout of unprecedented winter weather, this area has been closed off to the public. By unanimous decision of the Sidarian government, an agricultural and urban expansion has been approved in order to migrate the farmsteads from the village formerly known as Leyden Springs, now Winter Hollow, to the town of Veritas Falls. We apologize for the inconvenience. Thank you for understanding. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. How the flying fuck did I end up in a place like this? Is this a demon zone? Help? Is Crow even human? Did I piss someone off in a past life or something? You've got to be shitting me. If I speak too soon one more time, I swear I'm gonna punch myself. Repeatedly. Oh. Thank the fucking heavens that it's so close by. Demon, vampire, alien, whatever the hell, I'll die frozen now if I don't get in that cabin ASAP. Dignity of Playboy can wait. I run as hard as I can and head to the outside of the living room window. I'm prepared this time. I'm not gonna pass out in the snowstorm. The current of air is so strong that I almost fall face first into the room. I go inside, and once I manage to make the window panes meet, I lean my whole weight into the glass. Just a little more. Finally. Damn you, strong-ass wind. Where's Crow?
I told you a blizzard was coming. I told you again and again. I told you, and you didn't listen!
Oh. Crow grabs my wrists and pins me against the wall. Ooh.
Why? Why don't you ever listen to me? Why are you so desperate to go outside? Have I not been kind to you? Fed you? Given you a place to stay? Why? Why do you want to leave me so bad?
He grasps me even tighter. You're hurting me.
Oh, I'm hurting you? That's rich. Fantastic. Just great. What about when you left without saying anything? What about when you fucking lied to my face, thinking I wouldn't notice? How do you think that made me feel? I'm hurting you? What about what you've done to me? What about what I feel? Am I really not enough? Do you hate me that much? Answer me! What do I have to do for you to stay?
I can feel his hands trembling on my wrists. I release myself from his grasp and take a few steps back. Crow. Wah. We've got some great options here. You said I lied to you before, didn't you? Well, I'll cut to the chase. You're right, I did lie. But so have you. You've lied to me many, many times. About Winter Hollow being an inhabited village? About a bus ever coming by? About what the real danger I'm facing in this place is? Because I think it's less about the weather and more about the chit-chat from a certain talking bird. Crow. Relationships shouldn't be built on lies. If you really, truly care about me, tell me what's going on. I need to think. Honestly, so do I. I take off my jacket and carry it on my arm. You didn't seem too worried about leaving me alone just now. Not like I can leave anyway. What with the hellish snowstorm outside? I better head to my room. The symbol I saw today. The crow with red eyes. Crow himself. There's no doubt about it. The key to leaving Winter Hollow is connected to these three. And I'll have to confront the situation head on if I want to escape. Whatever happens, I will find a way out. I will survive. Day 7. Bad juju for realsies. I'm not tired yet. Let's keep going. Figures I couldn't sleep. Who can blame me with how action-packed yesterday was? Scratch that. With how action-packed this whole week has been, a lot has happened in a very short time. But what surprises me the most is myself. I mean, normally people would be scared and put off by Crow in this whole situation, right? Especially given how much he's lied. He even pushed me against a wall yesterday. Who's to say he won't go even further? In what direction? And yet, I didn't mind. I'm just saying. I didn't mind it one bit. He was showing me his true self. Or rather, the part of himself that he didn't want to show, rather. Because I wouldn't say he's never been genuine. I was more worried about him kicking me out if I discovered all his secrets in his relationship with the red-eyed crow. We've got some crazy priorities. I was more hurt by the fact that he didn't trust me, lied to me even, than I was about the subject of the lie itself. I guess we've kind of established with our choices thus far that we're interested in pursuing a relationship with Crow. So I guess that's why Aspen is acting this way. It would kind of suck if we are like real dismissive of Crow's advances and we still act like this. What is this? Why do I have such strong feelings for him when it's only been a week since I met him? I've known other people for far, far longer, but I've never felt this kind of connection with anyone else. Oh man. Ugh. I must be crazy. Aspen, are you awake? I am. God, I'm so glad you answered. Yes, indeedy. Not much of a point pretending I'm not here, right? Stockholm? Could be. Could you be any more awkward, Aspen? You need lessons on socialization skills pronto. Still, he hasn't left, so I'm probably overthinking. Did you want to ask me anything? Look, there's something really important I have to tell you. Yeah, I'll bet. Is it about yesterday? In a way. Will you let me ask questions too? Of course. Sounds anxious. I wish I could hug him right now. Insane. Can you come to my room? We'll talk there. Oh, that's the wrong voice. Sure thing. Let me get changed and I'll knock on your door once I'm ready.
Thank you.
Snowflake. So down bad. Good lord. Alright, let's do this. Once I take the clothes I'm gonna wear from the wardrobe, I head to the bathroom for a quick shower. Oh, freshening up, are we? Okay, hopefully I didn't take too long. Didn't even wash my hair so I could be faster. After a couple minutes of mulling over silly stuff... Oh dear, let's try that again. After a couple of minutes of mulling over silly stuff, I knock on the door. Crow? Come in. Jeez, this is a nice-ass room! Whoa. Although the room is unfamiliar, I find myself comforted by the coziness of the same cabin walls I've already become so familiar with. As expected, Crow's space is full of books and research papers scattered throughout his work desk, shelves, and even the floor. The desk also has a cupboard on top filled to the brim with bottles of plants, medicine, creams, and other indistinguishable vessels. What takes me more by surprise, though, are the paintings covering part of the wall and the easel lying against the window. When I read the title, I was not expecting a playthrough. Yeah, this is a game. Welcome in. Wow, these look amazing. I almost thought they were photos with all that detail. Thank you. Painting is a hobby of mine. It helps me clear my head and relax, especially when I'm not feeling well. I guess you could call it a kind of meditation? It suits you. Do you like drawing too? Very much so. Though I sometimes draw for research purposes too. Makes sense. Your drawings in the Crow book were really good. And the Crow painting. I take a few steps to give it a closer look. No red eyes. Instead, they're more of a bluish black. Deep and mystic. I love it too. You're an amazing artist, Crow.
Thank you.
I'll make you one sometime. These two are so silly. Also, I'm gonna turn the music down. It's a bit loud. I'd like that. We stay silent for a few moments, not sure how to continue the conversation. Let me select the game so I can hide it if I need to. Small talk can only get you so far, after all. We need to address the elephant in the room. The tension proves to be too much even for me, so I try to break the silence. Sorry, do you mind if we get to the topic at hand? We really need to talk. Oh, yeah, for sure. I was about to tell you the same thing, actually. Ready when you are. I'm all ears. Crow nods and signals me towards the bed while he sits on the desk chair. Once he makes sure I'm comfortable, he takes a deep breath and looks me right in the eye. First things first, is there anything you want to ask? Wait, let me rephrase that. Is there anything you need to ask, no matter what? Well, to be honest, there's one thing in particular that I can't get out of my mind. Go ahead. Are you human? Crow audibly gasps, as if that wasn't the question he was expecting. Soon enough, however, the surprise is replaced with a sad smile. Yes, and no. Now it's my turn to gasp. Wait, how does that work? My body's pretty much the same as any other human being, with some exceptions. What are those? One of them you can probably already guess. Crow's eyes are a very distinctive red, and I doubt it's due to some kind of rare pigmentation. Still, lots of people use color contacts nowadays, so I didn't think much of them. I still would. Who just walks around wearing color contacts in their house? On top of that, it's not good to wear color contacts all the time. At first. The more I looked into his eyes, though, the more I noticed a certain glow to them. A glow that made me shiver every time I felt his gaze. You were the one watching me when I went outside to meet the red-eyed crow, weren't you? That's right. Well, or more accurately, the bird's eyes were watching you.
I can see through the eyes of crows in Winter Hollow.
Oh, so we weren't completely off with the crow theory. Is that why your eyes are red? Yes. Okay, that's kind of rad, not gonna lie. We're accepting this very well. Why does your answer not surprise me? What about the other thing? Knowledge.
Knowledge about nature.
As much as I can learn stuff from books, it'll never compare to the knowledge I can receive firsthand from the environment itself. Even if there's a deep darkness within it. Even if I can't leave the area anymore. You can't? Even if I have to enter the darkness myself. I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Why do I feel like there's still something he's not telling me? Yeah, what about this part that he can't leave? Did I miss something? You heard what I was talking about with the crow the other day, didn't you? I nod. Do you remember what he said? Who could forget something like that? He said you had a blood pact? Exactly. What is that bird anyway? Some kind of demon? There were others like him too.
They're red scavengers. Demonic animals who feed on human blood and meat.
The hairs on the back of my neck stand up. They're not feeding on you, are they? It's me you're worried about? No, Snowflake. They're feeding on other humans. Humans that I've been getting for them whenever they died in the snowstorms. Wait, but that doesn't make sense! You have so much food! Can't they feed on that? I'm afraid my reserves are limited, Aspen. I did get a huge supply when I moved here, though, and I tried to preserve as much as I could in my pantry. I wasn't born in a hunter-gatherer village for nothing. You have a pantry? Wait, no, we could talk about that later. Even so, if you have that many reserves, they could eat... It's not that simple, Snowflake. They need humans to survive. And as I mentioned before, I can't leave the area. It's part of the blood pact. Okay. Are these scavengers some kind of weird vampire ghoul birds? Yes. Holy shit. Okay, now everything's starting to make sense. That fucking bird tried to set me up. He tried to make me despise Crow so he could get his gourmet human dinner. Yet for some reason Crow was taking too long. You said one of the things they gave you was knowledge of nature. Have you learned anything else apart from what they taught you? Because no matter how almighty they might be with their demon powers or whatever, I can't imagine this deal being good in the long run. There's only so much nature in Winter Hollow, you know. If you can even call it nature nowadays, that is. Eternal winter isn't very typical, and I imagine even the demon crows are becoming antsy with so few humans passing by. Crow clenches his fists. He doesn't elaborate, but doesn't deny anything either. Why aren't you blaming me? Huh? What do you mean? Please tell me you're joking. I seriously don't know what you're talking about.
I fed humans to demon birds!
It's okay.
I was going to do the same with you!
We know. But you didn't. Exactly. I've seen worse. Raise crows, and they will pluck your eyes out. I wonder if the same applies with crow. Huh, that's interesting. That's a cool phrase.
No.
Why? Crow bites his lips so hard I can almost taste the iron myself. Why? I'm sure you're already tired of hearing me say this all the time, but the weather in Winter Hollow is very unpredictable. It wasn't always like this. Farmers actually lived here before. What, for real? Every year they'd stay for 3 whole seasons, then leave before winter ever began. Also, their cattle didn't have to withstand the cold. Of course, this was when the weather was actually normal, when the village was still called late in spring. Late in spring, I see. So that sign I saw yesterday was the real deal then. What happened? No one knows. What? But the demon... Believe me, I'm not fond of them either, but they're not to blame for the never-ending winter. They're just the reason why I made the pact in the first place. I just couldn't bring myself to leave late in spring.
I had to know what was causing this strange weather, how it affected nature, how it possessed other animals to survive under such harsh conditions.
But, of course, I'm only human. I couldn't possibly risk it to the point where my body would break. I needed something more powerful. That's when I met the red scavengers. They never appeared before that. No, that's what's so strange. I knew late in spring top to bottom, yet I'd never seen creatures like them. They're strong enough to withstand blizzards. They just don't have the energies to kill humans or move them around. So that's why you made the pact. Yes. I never really killed any humans myself, though. Snowstorms did all the work for me. Well, not all the work. There are times the snow covers the corpses so much I have to get a shovel. Oof! It's been harder to spot them too lately. I don't know how long these demons can take without eating humans to survive. But if it's been as long as Crow is implying, they must have been desperate. And me conveniently passing by was the chance they needed. If that's the case, why am I different then? From what I'm getting, it seems that you've been struggling with getting any humans in the area. Why leave me be? Because he's got a crush, right? I was surprised myself. Huh?
You were the only one who asked for help.
You can't be serious.
Unbelievable, right? Out of all the people who got stuck here, you were the only one who desperately tried to survive. That made me curious about you. It made me respect you. Even though you arrived so incredibly unprepared, you still made everything you could with whatever you had at your disposal.
I think you may be giving me too much credit here, but I want to keep listening to him.
You were so amazing. I just had to get to know you.
This is reminding me of 1-5 in Ace Attorney that's like, ah yes, I was intellectually attracted to her. And you ended up being so much more than I could have possibly expected. You want to know why I didn't feed you to the red scavengers? You want to know why I didn't care about them anymore?
Because I love you.
Oh my! But I'll understand if you don't feel the same, of course. Even taking into account my excuses, we only met about a week ago, all things could sit. What? I don't let him finish that sentence. It's a very quick kiss, but it should have conveyed my feelings well enough. Crow doesn't say anything. He just stands there, in shock, red as a cranberry. I don't feel like teasing him right now, though. I'm nervous myself. Well, say something! Am I such a bad kisser?
No.
Oh, it's just... Is this really okay with you? Why wouldn't it be? Did you not hear what I said before? You said you loved me. I gave you my answer. You'll be the death of me. I really don't care what you did before, Crow. I don't care what you were going to do to me either. I don't care that we've known each other for very little. I don't even care if every person in the world thinks we're a couple of deranged maniacs. The only thing I care about is you. I care about you and want to be with you. Always. Aspen. But no more lying bullshit! I'll seriously punch you in the face! Can't stand being left in the dark. God, you're so... You really don't mind that I'm such a... Joke's on you, I mean... Good game. Besides, I'm a crazy bastard myself. Or I will be anyway.
Huh?
What do you mean? Take me to the red-eyed crow. It's time we see eye to eye. Day? Question mark? Oh my god. This reminds me of, oh jeez. It was a game by, Hatoge. Where, like, you're like a really rich dude and you die. And you end up in the afterlife with, a murderer who's, like, really obsessed with you. And then in the end, like, the two guys just end up, like, being yanderes for each other. Oh god, I don't remember the name. I love that game, though. It was so good. Ah, the air feels so crisp and clean. It does, doesn't it? The perfect day for a date in the woods. Crow tightens his grip on my hand and I squeeze back. Oh, Aspen's eyes are red. Aspen made a blood pact. They're killing people together. That's insane. Crazy. Most healthy relationship. Oh, you. Don't forget we've got Naren to take care of first, okay? Then we can enjoy this date as much as we want. Fine. I kiss him on the cheek. Feeling bold, aren't we? I'll get you later for that. Oh? Whatever do you mean? Crow shakes his finger at me. You're gonna have to wait until we finish this job, Snowflake. Meanie? After walking for a few minutes, we arrive at the road next to the waking woods. Although the snow has buried part of their bodies, a couple of humans can still be seen lying on the ground. A little less than last time. You think Roy will be okay with this much? Honestly, he has no right to complain after everything you did for him and his siblings. Aw, don't get mad, Jewel. It's thanks to him that we have internet now. Plus, not gonna lie, I think they actually enjoy sitting on the power lines, don't you think? Animal instincts must be true for demons, too. The cables are the only thing that makes sense to me. Still don't understand how that wild ride whatchamacallit works. Wi-Fi, Crow. Whatever. It's all mumbo-jumbo. What's important is that it gets the job done. And I guess that YouTube stuff isn't bad either. Come on, give me a little credit. Making all these advertisements wasn't easy, you know? And I promise I teach you all I know about the internet. Don't Don't underestimate a freelance graphic designer. Yeah, so true. Yep, I know. He cups my face with his free hand and gives me a smooch.
Okay. How should we deal with the bodies this time?
Well, let's take off their clothes first. What if Roy ruins them again? I mean, you never know. They might have something useful.
Ah, you have such a beautiful mind. How can I be so lucky?
I was thinking the same thing. So normal. Then what are we waiting for? Crow bows and signals me to go ahead with one of his hands.
After you, Snowflake.
Crazy ending. Oh, is this like the roll credits?
You told me that you never leave me. You said your word was bond. You told me that I was your family. So why am I alone in the fire, burning with your disguise, chasing my
Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all know now that, like, this is gonna get muted later. Right. Reese Bridger as Crow Lynn. Crow Lynn? Lynn is his last name? Lynn, right?
my shoulder. Go ahead and tell me all your heart's desire. Tell me
Crow Lynn. Yeah, that's an interesting name. Whoa! Only gave this 70% of my attention and it was awesome. So real.
it's clear that you are just a liar.
Damn.
It's clear that you are just a liar.
Whose name Bend Over? That's an awesome name. The song is kind of nice. It's a shame it's gonna get muted later because it's probably copyrighted. And you, Snowflake the player. Wahoo! Help? Yeah, I'm muting this shit. You crazy? Copyright gods are coming for you with this one. I'm gonna get an email tomorrow morning, y'all. I'm just waiting for it. The following video cannot be monetized. Twisted ending. Okay, so we got one of the 3 endings. So, I'm guessing. So we'll start from the beginning. So, I'm trying to decide whether I want to continue, because I don't know, like, that ending was pretty short. So I'm not sure if I should make it into a whole different stream. There's multiple? Yes, there's 3 endings. That was the most gay thing I have ever seen. I need more. So real. Well, let's keep going. We'll skip around some. But we're gonna try and be like Okay, so let's make a save here. So now we're gonna be like real aggressive towards Krill. I'm fine, but you shouldn't have changed my clothes. I'm fine, but I don't think you should have changed my clothes. Oh god, I'm so sorry about that. Normally I'd ask for permission, but you just passed out and it was an emergency. He's got a point. I hate to admit it, but if you hadn't helped me, I'd be counting worms. No, you're right, I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it.
I'm just glad you're okay. He's kinda cute, not gonna lie. But we're still interested. So, alright. I'd rather not eat anything right now. No, that's okay. It's a shame. Wait, what? A shame? Why would it be a shame? I was looking forward to cooking for you. What? I said that you probably haven't eaten anything since yesterday. It's not wrong, but it's okay. I actually had a pretty good meal yesterday before getting in my car. Thank you for the offer, though. Well, alright. But you'll at least eat some lunch later, won't you? Sure. Great. I can't wait. Can't wait to cook for some stranger? This guy sure has some weird priorities. Just as a heads up, is there anything you can't eat? I wonder if this choice makes a difference. I'll make a save. I'm good with anything.
Alrighty.
I think it's the same. Alright, we'll stick with vegetarian because I'm actually vegetarian. Alright, should I take off my boots to feel the fiber texture? No. As much as I want to, I don't think Crow would appreciate that. Maybe he'd smile and say he doesn't mind. He does seem pretty hospitable so far. No! Bad Aspen! It'd still be super rude. Besides, for all I know, he could turn into someone else the moment I mess with his stuff without permission. Breakfast ready!
Hmm?
Did you wait long? No, not at all. Alright. That's the same. Huh? Crow places a pile of scrumptious-looking pancakes on the table. For a moment I think he made them for me, despite what I told him before. Until he sinks his fork into the fluffy batter, that is. I see you looking. You changed your mind about wanting to eat? No, God damn it, stomach, don't betray me now! I brought an extra plate and fork just in case. He gestures to his side where there is, in fact, an extra plate and fork. Can't believe I was so distracted by the pancakes I didn't notice them. It's not like I haven't eaten 3 days, jeez. I'm fine, don't... Crow covers his mouth and I can see his shoulders shaking. You were saying? Shit. Without another word to add, I pick up the fork and grab the dish that Crow conveniently slid next to me. The fluffy texture of the pancakes combined with the juiciness of the berries and the floral and sweet taste of the honey sends me right to heaven. So much for not wanting to eat anything, I can't stop! In less than 5 minutes, the pancakes are no more. Looks like someone was hungry after all. It's embarrassing. What am I, a kid? Sorry about that, got a bit too excited. Nothing to be sorry about, I'm happy you like them so much. They were fantastic. I never had honey this good. What type of honey is it? This is spring wildflower honey. Isn't it wonderful? The flavor and color, this is the same. Also depends on the flowers the bees collect the nectar from. There's a lot of difference here. Huh. So cool. I'd love to try other types of honey. Okay, don't forget the chaga tea though, it'll warm you right up. So this is the same. Protest. Oof! Alright, I'm seeing... With how different that previous exchange was, I think there will be enough for at least like a 1 hour stream or so tomorrow. So I'm gonna call it here. I'm getting pretty tired now. Let's go back to the title screen. But thank you all for hanging out. I did say that it would be just another hour or so about an hour ago, so I think this is good timing. Thank you all so much for coming. And I will see y'all again tomorrow where we will continue where winter crows go. Thank you all so much for coming. And good night.